That was a gun.
I'm not voting.
If we want to build our nation.
The problem with the Somalians.
Just want to experience something else than a black man.
Move on, move
Be
forward.
like a horse with blinkers on.
Honestly say, I was about to have
Corrupt
sex and then I pulled
crap,
up.
but it's nice.
Don't promise us, man. Don't promise us. They must finalize the minimum service agreement. They were supposed to have finished that long time ago. We are still maintaining that the so-called essential services are no essential services until they come to the agreement and they sign it. That's what we are demanding right now, because they keep threatening the workers about the fact that they call them as essential services, but they also have got a right to strike as well. That also needs to be respected. That's what we as workers are up to. We want that to be finalized. No work, no pay doesn't threaten us at all.
Why Zuma is traveling all the way to China? Where does money come from? They got a lot of money. Where's the World Cup money?
Yes!
The government says it hasn't got any.
No, there is money. Yeah, there is money. There is money.
I only get 1,000 rand out of my money, and I must pay all my debts, and I must pay my house, my Wendy house. I must pay the people that I'm staying with, and I must buy food. There's nothing that I got left over.
You can't even pay a rent. You can't even get a house.
My pay not even take me home.
Nothing.
My pay cannot even take me home. We want Maliam.
We want Maliam.
He was scared. No, man. No.
We want
I'm hot for Baloy now. I'm hot for because I got 4 children. I'm a cleaner at the school. I got hot for Baloy. They must give the money, man. They must give the money. How will I
Yeah,
get?
the two Baloy, masabala mali ngasikhoda di 700, di 200 la funela bayeda, 500 sayikhona. Bye. Le esikade sifumana kakade. Mabangaxoki. Bathi basinika 8.5. It's not true. It's a lie.
We need 8.6. And those policemen, they must shoot us who are fighting for them.
They're also going to benefit from this.
I think our demands, they reasonable. We don't want a lot of money. Better circumstances to work under. That is what we're asking for. And we think that the government should come to the table and discuss those issues with us.
I think in terms of the salaries that they published in the paper, they're basically fooling the public because it's not what we earn. And the 1.5% that they added on to make it 8.5% is a progression increase. It was already in place, okay? So it was on the and they're fooling the public. They're making us look bad. I only joined today, right? It's for the first time because I'm angry at what they're doing by fooling the public. Don't fool the public. Tell them exactly what is the truth.
Negotiations is give and take, and they haven't given anything to us. Nothing. Every time they move the goalposts. So that is why we're here today, to demonstrate to them that we are angry and we are not satisfied with what they are doing to the employees of the state.
I need my money. I can't survive, but they survive. So what do they say? Where's the money? They must give the money today. Then the strike is finished. Tell them they have the money. They had the World Cup. Where's the money? They had billions of money. The other government gave them billions of money. Now what did he do with the money? They must give the money.
I'm coming today because I'm very upset about this peanuts they want to give us. We've been working for how many years and we still get peanuts?
For 350 years, the colonialists and the imperialists has come to this land and they have introduced an exploitative system of capitalism exploiting human beings. How can you produce a jacket and exploiting a fellow human being, and the jacket is for another fellow human being? Now we know that capitalism, the end result is unionization, and unionization essentially is also exploitative. But within this system, unions has to be strengthened because unions can bring a balance in the system.
We want our money, please. Please, we want our money. We work very hard. Very hard, please, Malloy. You must give in, please. We want our money immediately.
Give us what we want and then we will go back to work. Give us what we want and we will go back to work. 7% is not enough. You can't live on a 7%. Will you live on a 7%? No, you won't. So give us what we want and we will go back to our work.
Just
give us our 8.6 and
Careful ANC from the white government. And then the black government was still hungry in our stomach. That's up ANC. I warn you.
Since 94? No, 96. Well, they attempt to make certain changes, but we're still waiting for the real changes to happen. If you look at the disparity between the township schools and the schools in the leafy areas, the gap just widened every year. So something they have to look at to bring all schools on the same level, on the same path.
I've got no more salary left. I got paid the 13th, no money in the bank. Paid my house, paid my car, bought my food, no money. I'm here for my 1,000.
You can see by the show of force here that people are angry and that we are serious about our demands. I think the government must realize that if it wants service delivery, it must pay its workers a decent salary. We believe that the salary that we are demanding is decent, is within line. It's not based on any kind of figures. It's been worked out. And I think government must get to its senses and accede to our demands. Otherwise, we're going to see this kind of thing happening all the time. We are aware that it has an impact on service delivery in terms of public service, but what else can we do? The only weapon that we have is to strike, and that's our only way to force the government to accede to our requests.
What happened to that money? The profits of the World Cup. Where's the money? Because we're working with professional people. Professional people must earn this peanuts. It's unfair. We studied hard, years. We're teaching for years. And this is what we get for those people in government. They were with us in the streets years before. They're doing the same what the previous government is doing now. It's unfair. We voted for a better life. That was the ANC's motto, a better life for all. And we're still struggling.
I'm coming to strike for my salary. I'm taking home 2,000. What is 2,000 to support your family? And I'm a general assistant in Grootske Hospital. Do you think 2,000 rand you can support your family and a school fees and a bus fare and a food and a church service also? No, this is disgrace. Enough is enough.
I think the government's got the money. We don't buy the story that they can't afford it. If you see at the levels of corruption and what has been happening with senior ministers and with their families, and if you're well connected, we see that a lot of money is going down the drain, and we need to stop this kind of wastage. We need to tell the government that we've elected them in. They should be a caring government. At the moment, it cannot feed its poor, it cannot educate the masses, it cannot house the people. And therefore, this is one way of telling them that we will keep them responsible and they must be accountable. And therefore, we want them to accede to our request, because the wages that people receive are extremely poor.
I'm from Satu, one of our leaders in our branch, Elsa River branch. And the reason why I'm here today is to show the government that we are united as the public service. And as Satu, we are saying we are not going to give in into their demands. They must give in into our demands. We wanted 8.6, we wanted 1,000 rand. And I'm not trying to say over national television, local, regional. I am a teacher. I'm still staying and living with my family in a windy house. So for me, this is also an emotional issue. So this government must know that we are serious.
I'm a teacher, yes, and struggling as well.
There mustn't be a fat cats. There mustn't be a fat cats. They must think about the poor. We are poor, very, very poor. They must think about us. We can't work for nothing. We voted for them, they must be there, and now they forget about us. Yes. That's nonsense.
If the government is going to continue treating us like this, you might see a lot of these people, a lot of support, especially from the unions, changing their mind. We might not vote for the DA, but we might not also vote in any case. We will keep our vote to ourselves, and that would be tragic for the ANC in the Western Cape. And it's not a warning. I think people are realizing that if you vote for the government, they need to look after its people, which this government currently is not doing, looking after its own.
We're worse off than what we were in 1994. A lot of our benefits have been taken away from us that we had previously.
I'm just here supporting the teachers, and we are all fighting the same battle and want to give our children a better life. And also the teachers that work so hard, they are being neglected, and yeah, the truth be told.
Well, we want 8.6% for our members. We want a 1,000 rand housing subsidy, and we want the medical aid to be the same for everybody.
You know, with this whole thing, most people just think it's about money, but it's not about money, it's about improving education. Because if you have a happy teacher, what happened in the classes will also improve. And I mean, everybody is slamming teachers for what they are doing and what they are not doing, but nobody's seeing to the actual needs of the teachers.
You got 43 children in your class. It means that you are doing double the work of one teacher, but we don't get double paid.
We are here because we're looking for better service conditions, and that's why we're here. And we cannot let others fight the strike for us. We need to join the strike.
I'm a teacher, and I've been on strike ever since the opening of the strike, when the strike was called. And we just want to make a point to the government that they're underpaying us, and what the minister said in the newspapers are total lies. It's total lies, so that's why we're here and we're supporting the strike.
We're supporting the strike, and we believe that we deserve a better salary than that, and the government must stop with its lies. They have to. They will.
They need us to strike so that we can get what we want. I think people are frustrated with the quality of life that they have. They're frustrated with not having money at the end of the month. They're working and working and nothing for them.
Thank you.